of
Honey!
How delightful, thought Pooh. I'll bring one honey pot to the party and have plenty of honey to spare. Pooh brought his honey pots outside and was counting them again when Owl stopped by. After greeting Pooh, Owl asked if he might borrow some honey for his cobbler recipe. Of course, Pooh said to Owl with a smile. I have plenty of honey to share. A little while later, Piglet arrived carrying a basket full of acorns. I'm making delicious acorn pie for the party, said Piglet. Do you have any honey to share? Pooh was happy to oblige since he loved acorn pie, and after all, he had honey to spare. Pooh waved goodbye to Piglet, turned around, and suddenly found himself flat on the ground. Tigger had and a honey pot too. Sorry about that, Pooh boy, said Tigger. That's quite all right, Pooh said, getting up. I still have honey to Pooh had just cleaned up Tigger's mess when Eeyore wandered by. I've got thistles for the party. Not that anyone likes thistles. Oh well. Knowing that things even taste better with honey, Pooh was more than happy to A bit later, Kanga and Roo stopped by on their way to the party. Kanga had 2 loaves of freshly baked bread to share, and since honey was ever so delicious on freshly baked bread, and Pooh still had some to spare, he gave Kanga and Roo not 1 honey pot, but
2.
When Rabbit came by looking for honey to sweeten his carrot cake, Pooh was surprised. You always have plenty of honey to share, declared Pooh. True, Rabbit said, but yesterday I shared all my honey with a
chicken deal.
Alas, there was nothing to do for Pooh but to share his honey, so he did. Christopher Robin soon arrived to accompany Pooh to the party. What will you bring to the party, Cher Pooh Bear? Asked the boy. Oh, bother, said Pooh, slowly picking up his very last
honey pot.
I did rather think I'd have more honey to
Spill.
At the springtime party, all of Pooh's friends were there. They brought plenty of pies and cakes and cobblers to share. Suddenly, Rabbit said, This is for you. We used some of yours, but still had plenty to spare. Then he presented Pooh with a giant honey pot full of
Honey.
delicious honey. And as Pooh dipped his paw into the pot, he said in a Isn't it funny how yummy honey is when you share? The end.